When traveling to England, there are many different things in their culture that are different from America. Here's everything you need to know before you go on your trip to London. In London and England, they like to drive on the opposite side of the streets than the Americans do. So all the cars drive from the left. When crossing the street, you must look right, then left, then right again to make sure the cars aren't coming. This could be a bit tricky because we are used to them coming from the opposite side, and this is where a lot of accidents could possibly happen. The Brits love their lines, so when you're in London, make sure you, similar to being in line, when you're on an escalator, make sure you stand off to the right side if you're not in a rush, and leave the left side open, because if you're standing in the way and someone else is in a rush, they're going to be mad and give you a dirty look and will want you to get out of the way so that they can get where they need to be. In America, we have underwear and pants. However, in London, they have, if you say nice pants to someone, you'll get a weird look because to them, pants are their underwear and trousers mean pants. England use pounds as their money system, and quid is a slang word for pound, similar to buck for a dollar in America. When looking for the bathroom, make sure you ask for where the toilet is because they all call them toilets instead of bathrooms or restrooms. When talking to someone British, if you need help, they're quite shy but also very nice. If you do end up speaking to someone, they may ask if you're alright, but they don't really mean if you're okay. It's just another way of them saying hi or what's up. When in London, getting tea is a must. Getting afternoon tea at the Ritz is one of the best places to find tea in London. It was originated by Anna, 7th Duchess of Bedford. In the early 1800s, she launched the idea of having tea in the late afternoon to take away the time between lunch and dinner. When ordering a beer, you have to order by the pint. Know what size the pint is and if you want half pint or a full pint. When you are done eating your meal in London, make sure you have your fork on the left and your knife on the right in the center of your plate to notify that you are done eating your meal and it is okay to be taken away. Similar to New York City, London has several different types of food and places to be eaten at, so don't just go to the pubs every night. Restaurants such as Sketch and many others are very cool to go to as well. On Sundays, they have a meal called the Sunday Roast, which is similar to a Thanksgiving meal and is very delicious. When ordering fish and chips, chips are French fries, and also ordering French fries, you will get French fries as well. After you are done eating at a restaurant, when you get the bill, make sure to check if there was a service charge. If there was a service charge, you don't have to tip, but if there was not, you should. When traveling around London, the easiest way to get around is to use the City Mapper app to know the best ways, the most efficient ways to get around, price, cost, and how fast. When planning what to do every day, make sure that you try to plan places according to location and if they're next to each other so you don't have to spend a fortune on trying to get somewhere and not be able to see everything you originally planned to. Make sure you leave time to find new places that you may pass by, otherwise you won't be able to go into the places you will find on the way. If you are traveling from overseas, make sure you give yourself some relaxing time on the first day to help your jet lag, or else you'll be super tired for the rest of your trip and it will have an effect on it. When traveling around London, to use the bus system, or make sure you get an Oyster card. You have to add money to it to get around, and similar to a Metro card, they have a cap, where if you spend enough money for a day, the rest of your travel is then free. You can order the card online or get it at a convenience store. Also, don't forget to tap out the Oyster card when you leave the bus, or they will charge you an extra fee. Be careful when taking a black taxi. I know they look awesome and you might want to ride in one, but they cost a lot of money. Some don't take cash, and the charge just keeps going up and you can't do anything about it, so you're better off taking Uber or a bus. There are lots of free things to do around London, such as sightseeing, including seeing the Big Ben, going to the British Museum, which is free, going to the Parliament, or even watching the changing of the guards. When in London, the weather here isn't always the best, so make sure you dress appropriate for the weather. Such as, London doesn't have any specific style, but they always look presentable and put together. Wearing a sundress might not be appropriate. Even though it's summer, it doesn't get too hot in London, nor does it get too cold, but you might be a bit chilly when wearing a sundress. Make sure you bring a jacket if you really want to bring one. Also, I know you probably would love to wear sweatpants, but just so you know that no one in London actually wears sweatpants in public. You could bring some if you want to wear them to bed. And also, I would stick to not wearing t-shirts with writing with them or tank tops at all because they're not warm enough. Musicians come from England, such as Adele, Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith, the Beatles, and personally my new favorite, Rex Orange County. Places to check out are Roundhouse, the O2 Arena, the Royal Albert Hall, and Hammersmith Apollo. Though the Beatles come from Liverpool, they left their mark all over London. They have the Beatles coffee shop. You could cross the street outside of Abbey Road Studios. You could visit Paul McCartney's house, where he currently lives when he's in London, or even go to the Beatles gift shop. Or you could visit London Palladium, where the Beatlemania was born. On October 13, 1963, the band played at the London Palladium